Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of G.T.E Professional Network Podcast. I'm your host, Ed Peterson. It's Tuesday. It's also St. Patrick's Day. We always represent the green, but not today. I'm not representing the green, but it is all about that. And we have some great information that we're going to be sharing with everybody on our topics today. Here, I'm super excited. It is actually a great month so far for March Madness on the marketing campaigns that I've been also sharing and promoting across the country with all the entrepreneurs, startup companies, churches, and nonprofit organizations in reference to how to build and grow their network in the area where they do business, utilizing a website as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine, and also using AI as a tool to continue to grow your network, your business, and reaching your target market on a regular, consistent basis. So we have a great topic today. We're going to be talking about some things, but and I also want to give some shout outs and some information about new projects that I'm working on here at Global Touch Enterprise. Again, we're a web design and marketing company based, of course, out of normally Houston, Texas, but I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia right now as we're transitioning here to this state in Virginia as we continue to grow our network and series. Assisting entrepreneurs across the country. So with that, we got some great projects that we're working on currently right now with Friars Point, Mississippi. We're putting together a website for them, for their organization, as they're looking to rebuild that town in the deltas, part of the deltas of Mississippi, Friars Point, Mississippi, which is sits right along the Mississippi River. And Mr. Of course, Melvin Brown Jr. Is the head of the development progress there in Friars Point, Mississippi. I am also doing the marketing campaigns and also campaigns, period, to help them grow there in that state, in that city, in that town. And guys, if you want to, I'll give you some information in reference to that, so you guys can also be part laborers with that and co-laborers in helping them build up that town. And it's a great cultural history there for all of us in Friars Point, Mississippi. So you definitely want to do that. And the website will be friarspointeda.com. And again, that's friarspointeda.com. You can check it out, and you can also fill out the form and also become a participant and a volunteer if you're out of Mississippi. Also, too, we're going to be doing some partnership network, of course, designing it for my lady friend, Miss Pishan Vinay. She has a, believe it or not, it's called Little Noel Luxury Kids Spa that she's coming out with in Sugarland, Texas. That's going to be another growth opportunity, growth collaboration that we're doing in that subdivision in Sugarland, where she's actually going to help the young people, of course, little children, with their own spa. So that's a cool concept, cool idea that she's put together, and I'm so happy for her and all that she's doing. I'm having her on my show to talk about that a little bit more in the coming week, and so please stay tuned for that. We're going to have that coming up as well as we're doing a lot of other marketing campaigns and promotions for a lot of all of my entrepreneurs, churches, and nonprofit organizations across the country. We got, of course, Lupus of Nevada with Dr. Williams out of North Las Vegas, Nevada. We put together her website, and we've done some great things marketing for her. And also, I am the producer of her podcast, Lupus Talks, that she has every Tuesday, Pacific Standard Time, that she has. She's going to have a special guest on the show today, so stay tuned for that as well. We'll be posting that up as well here. And I'm on my YouTube channel. You can always check me out at Edward Peterson Jr. You can always go to our channel, like and subscribe, of course. And we'll always be showcasing some things that's going to benefit you as a whole as we look around and give you guys growth tips and growth principles that you can utilize to help you make sure that you're on top of your game when it comes to growing and being a big supporter in the community that you serve. As servant leaders, that's what we do. That's what we're here for, actually, is to serve others and help them reach their goals as we reach ours. So it's all about a collaborative effort and an effect that we continue to grow and we help others, and making sure that we continue to make that we give them the actual goods that's really going to help them grow and benefit them. So you can see the results on that. It's all about IO, input, output. The more you put in, the more you can get out. And that's what the whole narrative is this year, 2026, as we talk about input, output. So we're going to be talking about a lot of good things. And for the Grammys, that was really great to see the Academy Awards and all of that. Michael B. Jordan winning the award of, I'm telling you, everybody stood up, everybody clapped. It was really good, exciting to see him as the leading man in Sinners. I watched that that movie about 3 times myself, and really understood that this was something special. And hats off to Ryan Coogler. It's a lot of things that we can do as a people to really control our narrative. It's all about ownership, though. And the more we stay focused here in business, whether we are in entertainment business, in sports entertainment, no matter what facet that we partners in with or utilize our gifts and talents, it's also for the betterment of mankind. God has blessed all of us with gifts and talents, but how do we use those gifts and talents so we can help out the average person, to help out the people in the communities that we're living in, that we're serving in, and that we continue to make sure that we shine a light here for those who sit in darkness and those who are not quite sure as to which way they should go in their lives. So that's the cusp of what we want to talk about for all of our entrepreneurs, startup companies, churches, and nonprofit organizations, that we at Global Touch Enterprise, we make sure that we continue to uplift and give you guys the necessary goods that's going to help you grow, that's going to help you edify yourselves, and look at what you have in the midst of things that you can do today with all of the technology and all the things that's been going on. I've been in the tech industry now for over 20 years, and I've seen nothing but growth in the essence of what's happening and what's transpiring today. But remember this well, ladies and gentlemen, these are nothing but tools. Becoming wise master builders. That's what we want to do. The foundation has already been made. We just have to put on there precious metals and stones that's going to continue. So anything that comes against it, it won't fall, it won't come apart, but it will maintain and stay together. And that's what we're here to do today as we continue that. And I'm going to be sharing some more information that's going to be continuing throughout the month of March for our March Madness marketing campaigns that we're going to be sharing with a lot of our entrepreneurs across the country, as well as around the world. So we can kind of see that our growth efforts that we do together as a collaborative really helps the narrative of what humanity is all about, what we're here on this planet to do while we're here on this planet, for all the times that we continue to look at and see the things. We want to stay on a positive note, and we also want to stay on the growth mode and the growth mindset. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about, of course, marketing campaigns for you to run in 2026 and for your businesses, period, that I've been asked to go over because a lot of my clients that I built websites where I do marketing campaigns with, in reference to growing in a way that's going to help them see some results at the end of the day. But it's all about consistency, commitment, and it's all about your stick-to-itiveness to making sure that you don't let off the gas, you don't get off the steering column, but you continue to drive this thing all the way until you see the results that you're looking for. So, but to have an effective marketing campaign for any business today in 2026 and beyond, you need to be focusing on building local awareness and trust through targeted low-cost strategies. I don't know why people think you need all this money to do today when we don't have to have that like we do. If you talk about radio ads, TV ads, billboards, remember we used to do mobile marketing on the commercial side of it for our buses, cabs back in the day. Those were good tools that we had back then that we can still use today, but it's costly. But so you don't have to spend that. But what we have today, in reference to that, let's shift this gear over to this level. We have social media, email marketing. We have text marketing. We also have search engines, SEOs and GEOs. So and we also have opportunities here where we can maximize the moment with our website as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine. So the key approach includes optimizing a Google business profile that you put together because Google gives you that opportunity to do that. As a Google ambassador, that's what I teach and train my clients to do when they first get started. As getting all it together before we get the websites and all the stuff together, we want to make sure that we have a good business profile that we put together on Google, Yahoo, and Bing. We have to use those three social platforms. Those search engine platforms that we need to have on that consistently. But in leveraging social media engagement too as well, you want to also be building an email list of all of your clients who have customers who have partnered with you, who have also utilized your product and service that you've provided in the marketplace. You want to have hosting local events that you want to host. Believe me when I say this, ladies and gentlemen, hosting local events is going to keep you in the now because everybody will be sharing information, what's relevant, what all of them are doing collectively in the communities that they serve in. And you want to run targeted referral programs that's going to also keep you going on a regular, consistent basis. And consistency, again, is the key, but you have to be consistent and clear. Authentic messaging and crucial for your success. And if you look at it this way, ladies and gentlemen, you will continue to grow like never before. And it didn't take a whole lot of revenue to do that. But a lot of times people think, well, Ed, we need a whole lot of money to do this and that. Well, let's start somewhere. To go big and to get a lot of hits and views and likes and all these things that people talk about, then you have to basically have something that's going to be unique, entertaining a little bit, capturing and also storytelling your narrative of what it is you're doing in the marketplace. That's unique, that's different than nobody else is doing. So observe the masses and do the opposite. So you want to make sure you have that consistently done on a regular basis in your campaign. Your campaigns are going to be the ones that make a loud noise to let people know what it is you're doing. So you can do local and digital campaigns today, which I talk about that too as well, because if you look at it, your Google business profile optimizations that you do, which is SEOs and GEOs, which is the generative engine optimization for which AI is involved with that, ensures your business is visible in local searches and with accurate information about what you do. AdWords keywords is very important. Updated information. Make sure you update it. Your photos, your customer reviews is consistently done. And you can put that on your website now, your customer reviews. Notice it's also on websites, which helps also drive the narrative because Google tags the websites with the information about your company. And then guess what? When people go to your profile on Google, they'll also see the website address. And also you can add videos on there now, a little snippet commercials on there that you can post, and images as well. Your photos can also be listed on there as well. So that gives them a big narrative of what you do. If you look at other companies out there that's in the same industry that you're doing, you can see how they're effectively marketing themselves. And you want to use things that's going to be relevant to you, personal to you, that you're doing in the marketplace and representing who you are and your brand. It's your personality effects that you're adding into this. So you want to do local social media targeting with this as well. You can use Facebook, Instagram, you got TikTok, of course, and you have all these different other platforms that you can use based on where your target market is. And if you look at it, wherever your demographics are, your immediate geographic areas that you have, often effective with a small testing budget because you can do ads on those social platforms. And like Facebook, you can do an ad $5 a day or something like that, and just to test it out and see how it goes. And then you also have Facebook Marketplace, where you can go on the marketplace and showcase all of your information there. They have things for local businesses to promote themselves anyway. So you want to use these tools. These are, again, just tools, ladies and gentlemen, that you can add to your repertoire to get the exposure that you're looking to get on a regular, consistent basis. You also have your email marketing campaigns you can run. You can build a list by offering incentives like discounts, promotional items that you may give to the end users for the referrals, what have you. Then you can send regular newsletters. You can put that together to nurture leads and encourage repeat purchases, and that's done on your website. And notice that your newsletters you got on your website or your email marketing to sign up, you call to action, your CTA, call to action, you want them to do something when they go to your website, so that way they can basically fill out the information, and now you have that data. Now you can send out promotional information when you run your promotions, understanding about the 5 P's of marketing: the people, the product, the price, the place, and the promotion. And if you continue to do this consistently, ladies and gentlemen, you will grow a successful network. So you're talking about partnerships and collaborations. I call it co-oping, basically with other businesses in the area that I'm in. You can co-op with complementary local businesses or influencers to co-create content. You can run joint promotions, and then you can also share your audiences. Now, co-oping has been around for a minute. I'm going to give you an example of that. If you go to a Shell gas station, you might see a Taco Bell or McDonald's or something. That's co-oping. 2 businesses under one umbrella sharing the same resources. And here we are. You can get gas, but you can also get food too. So the co-oping opportunities has been around since the 1980s. But here's the thing that I want to share with everybody. These are things that has been consistently done. Again, not having to spend a whole lot of money. McDonald's doesn't have to do no advertising by the Shell station. Why? Because people want to go there anyway. It's common sense. And so if you look at the rest, the grocery stores, or you can look at the clothing departments or the big box brands, notice in grocery stores now you have a McDonald's, you have a Burger King, you have a Taco Bell, you have restaurants inside of the grocery stores. Co-oping. Why do you think they use these tools consistently, the big box brand? And we'll notice that none of the local businesses, small ones, such as ourselves, we don't take a note to that. We don't adopt that. We should. Because it's very simple concept that if I'm co-oping with this other business in the neighborhood or the area I do business in, then it's a win-win. Those are scenarios that you want to use as a win scenario. What's important now? And also making sure that when you're co-oping, now you've got opportunities to grow and get the exposure that you're looking for consistently. And then you have your target audience. This is why it's so important to follow the system that is already set in place, which saves yourself time, energy, and money. That's the acronym for system. You're creating your own system within a system that's already been built. And why do you think these models have been adopted from these local businesses on a consistent basis? Even the big box brands do it. So here you are. So you want to do high impact content and creative tactics that you want to add to your business campaigns that you're going to be running on a regular, consistent basis. Again, high impact content and creative tactics. So if you do this consistently, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about education. So if you send out educational content marketing, educating the people that you're going to be representing, that's going to be following you and connecting with you, then you want to create blog posts, videos, or webinars, or we call, you got a lot of workshops too you can do that solve specific problems for your customers, positioning your brand as an expert. As a subject matter expert, you can be the one to gather that information and educate them on the things that can benefit them. And you'll have a whole audience following you because now they say, oh, wow, he has what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for, actually. So these are the things you want to start doing. This is high impact content and creative tactics that we're talking about. Video marketing. I always talk about this like clockwork with my clients because I want them to understand how important it is to have video marketing in your business. Utilizing short form videos on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Reels, YouTube. You can also do Facebook. Of course, my boy Fanbase. You can use that if you're on that platform. So you have Mixer too, which is another social platform that you can do for videos. Behind the scenes content or tutorials to engage your audience and your target market. And the people that you don't reach now, if you're not doing a lot of these kind of campaigns, now you can reach. And people are like, hey, I don't want to be in the video. I don't want to be in the video. Well, get somebody else to be in the video. You don't have to be in the video. But as long as you have something in the video that talks about your business, your content, you're educating them, and you're giving them something that's going to be relevant for them, get somebody else if you don't want to do it. Don't look at it as you have to do all the things. Let others help you grow it and build it. And guess what? They will come. So on the other high impact content and creative tactics, you want to do giveaways and contests. You want to run giveaways, often in partnership with other brands, to increase brand awareness and gain new followers. But we co-oping. Again, the key word is co-oping. We don't partner with anybody, but we co-op. And so other brands, as I shared with you the other examples before, I'll say it again, that if you look at it now, this is a good way for us to grow exponentially, giving the type exposure to build our businesses on a regular, consistent basis. And we're being consistent, being in season, out of season, input, output. What are we putting into our business on a regular, daily basis, ladies and gentlemen? What are we doing to grow it? What are we giving our end users, and what are we giving our target market? So that's something that we need to look at as we continue to build the narrative for 2026 and what the end of the year is going to look like for your business. As we go through we're in the end of the first quarter, March. That's why we have March Madness. We have the March Madness marketing campaigns that we put together for growth. Why? Because this keeps us to continue it throughout the rest of this year, 2026. April, we start the second quarter of the new year. There's 4 quarters in a year. We do a 90-day run. Every 90 days, you want to run strong, you want to run hard. At the end of the 90th day, then you want to review and see what you did that worked, that was effective, and then those things that weren't so effective, that didn't work. Now you have something to measure. And that's what it's all about. So we talk about traditional and offline campaigns that you can run. Again, marketing campaigns for you to run in 2026. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, as we are reaching the end of the first quarter of this year. Traditional and offline campaigns. You want to do local events and networking events. Oh, this is one of the things that people don't even get out. Why? If you're in a business, if you're serious about your business, you want to be everywhere there is a local event or networking event in your neighborhood, in your area. So you want to participate in local expos. You got farmers markets. You got community fundraisers. You got build face-to-face trust that will help you build that and let people know what it is you're doing in the marketplace. Sharing the information, getting the exposure, and then collecting information as well. Getting their information. Marketing is not just about you giving out your information, but it's also collecting information as well. That's part of marketing. If you're doing campaigns like it properly, then you should be collecting as much data as possible, giving people information to your website, letting people, all marketing efforts, again, is pointed directly to your website. Your website is not just a brochure anymore. It's a marketing tool and a lead generating machine. It collects data. Now you have a database. You got a back office. Now you can run it effectively with that organically because you have gathered this without you doing anything other than paying for leads, buying this, buying that to get people. No, you got it organically yourself by you being out and about and going to these local events and networking events that's out there in your neighborhood. Direct mail and print ads. We can also do that. That's the traditional and offline campaigns that you can run. So when you talk about direct mail and print ads, we're going to use postcards, brochures. You got local newspaper ads, particularly effective in reaching a specific localized demographic. And you have those leaflets, you only pay like, I know one, about $50, maybe up to $100. But it runs you for a certain period of time, or maybe 2 weeks to a whole month, depending on the campaign you want to run about your product and service. So you have all of these opportunities here. You got referral programs that you can run, traditional and offline campaigns. You can do referral programs, encouraging current customers to refer new ones by offering discounts and rewards. Word of mouth advertising still works, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me. So, Global Touch Enterprise, we do web design and marketing. We also have an investment group that we've put together for those who want to learn how to invest in crypto. We have that as well, and we showcase that on a regular basis. And then we also have opportunities where we're talking about gaining your wealth through systems that you've created that you can implement and run on a regular basis in your campaigns. So with the referral programs, that keeps you going too. You also have promotional merchandising, merchandise that you can give away. And for those who spend a certain amount of money in your business, you can do a giveaway. Promotional merchandise is representing your brand. You got stickers, you got pins, you got bags at local events. You can do this, especially if you're going to these local events and networking. You got stuff to give. If you can set up a table and you can have your information out there, marketing. This is all part of the campaigns. Consistently. You know how many pins I collected and banks have events too. Go to those. That'll help you even more. Number 4, you want to do key considerations for success. So you want to define your unique value proposition. You want to clearly state what makes your business unique in all marketing materials according to what you see on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, which I hope you do, then you should be running your campaigns there regularly. On this YouTube channel, I always make sure that I let people know to go and visit my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe, as we always say. And that's normal, but it gives us an opportunity to grow and expand more of the viewers that we normally wouldn't reach. How about that? So you want to focus on value, not just selling. Building rapport by providing helpful, interesting content before making a sales pitch. And I know a lot of my clients, I've been in sales for over 20 years. I used to sell insurance. I sold clothing. I sold home improvements, doors and windows. I've sold just about everything I could think of. Coffee. I've been in that business as well. So it's noted. So when you think about growing your business, you have all these tools and these opportunities that you can grow. And if you use them wisely and properly, guess what? You now have something that people want, need, and can afford. Because we only satisfying three things in the marketplace. Is what people want, need, and can afford. So consistency is key though. If you're maintaining your campaigns regularly, weekly, and you can automate this too in automation. There's a way to do that with AI. You can have your chat bots and all your local voice AI to help out on that if you're a solopreneur. And webpreneurs definitely have to have this because it keeps us going without us having to do a whole lot ourselves. So maintain a consistent brand voice and look across all the channels and discuss this on your YouTube video and on my YouTube video. I do this regularly. So I'm staying consistent. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we run a podcast. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we also give information and tools and tips to help entrepreneurs, churches, and nonprofit organizations to build and grow their network in the area where they do business. Again, utilizing their website as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine. Yeah. So we want to use visuals too. The human brain processes images much faster than text. So prioritize engaging imagery in campaigns that you want to run on a regular, consistent basis. So your imagery is key. If it's entertaining, if it's exciting, if it's something that makes people laugh, hey, throw that in there. That works well. And basically, that's the cups and the basis, ladies and gentlemen, of what we're talking about here to marketing campaigns that you can run in 2026 that's going to help you, give you more in-depth strategies that can help you, that you can learn, educational, you're educating your people, your target market on a regular, consistent basis. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this opportunity for me to share this. And again, this is an opportunity for us to all grow in a way like never before. So keep your eyes open for always opportunities, because there are more opportunities out here for all of us to capture, to take advantage of, and to consistently do the things that's necessarily what we need to be doing. So with that, I want to thank you all for this opportunity to share on this edition of G.T.E Professional Network Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Ed Peterson. Until next time, I will continue to share the growth series throughout this week, throughout the month of March, as we talk about the March Madness marketing campaigns that we're running for all of our clients and, of course, our businesses that we're sharing across the country as well as around the world. So check it out. Again, go to our website at globaltouchenterprise.com. If you have any questions or any concerns or anything that we can do to help you and assist you, and also like and subscribe my YouTube channel, of course. And of course, we'll see you again at the top. Keep the faith, ladies and gentlemen, and keep building your dream.